how are you? How's everybody doing today? Actually, I had to think about it for a minute, but it's Wednesday. And I wanted to talk to you today. There's something that I posted on Instagram and on my Facebook page, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. That it's not you. It's actually, there's nothing wrong with you. And something that I see with my clients often is when they are talking to me about, well, I can't do whatever change it is that they need to make, right? Making whatever change is coming up. I can't make that change. I can't change my diet. I can't do my exercise. Like what I often hear clients say is that there's something wrong with them and they're not able to do it. Like, I'm not consistent enough. I'm not the kind of person who I have, right, it all. And what I want to pose for you is that it's actually not you. And that can be kind of hard to explain to someone who isn't used to thinking about it like that. So let's break it down a little bit, that it's actually, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? I want you to make sure that you really get that point right there at the beginning. There's actually really nothing wrong with you. Maybe you're having trouble right now with some health issues. And so sometimes people will say, well, my body is deceiving me, is failing on me. And so they take it to mean that there's something wrong with them. And so if you take the fundamental premise that there is actually nothing wrong with you, and there may be some things that you would like to change, and actually I would say you can take it even a step bigger, is that most of the reason why we crave the foods that we crave as humans in this culture is because of the industries and food industries and what they've done to our food. Hey Dina, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining. So sometimes the things that we think of, like, well, I'm just don't have enough willpower to stop eating. You know, for me, my vice is chocolate. I love chocolate. I eat chocolate every day. There's no way around it for me. And there's nothing wrong with me because of it. Now, what I've done is I've worked a system around it. I eat 100% cacao, no sugar added chocolate, so that I can have the chocolate that I want without the sugar that I don't want. But our brains, going back to what the system has done, is our brains crave sugar. Our brains crave what if we eat sugar, we crave sugar. So if we eat fat, if we're eating fats like potato chips or fried foods, then our brain craves that. It becomes like an addiction. Actually, our brains can be addicted to cheese. Our brains can be addicted to sugar. So it's not you. It's that the industries have shoved a whole bunch of stuff in our foods and not told us that it actually can change the way we taste things, the way that we eat. So don't use changing your diet. I'm getting a little wave from Dina. I love that. Not being able to change your diet as a way to beat up on yourself. Because, you know, again, if you follow any of the social media stuff that I put out there, it is not really the way to make change. Beating ourselves up has never been the way to change. If that was the way to change things, we would all be perfect, whatever perfect is, but we would all be eating the healthiest diet and we would all be sleeping all the time if we would just beat ourselves up, and beating ourselves up really doesn't work. So, hey Hannah, glad you're here. So my encouragement to you is to remember that there is nothing wrong with you, that you are exactly who and what you're supposed to be. And here's the other phrase that goes with it. I love you exactly as you are, and I'll help you be whoever you would like to be. Right? And that's from Sherry Huber. It's one of my teachers. With the idea that I can love myself, I can love that I'm a sugar addict, and I can choose to help myself not do that. Right? I can make those choices. So, it doesn't mean it's always easy, and it is possible. It's totally possible. So I just wanted to give you that piece of information. And I'll say the other thing is, when you change your diet, when you start to change your diet, it actually changes your taste buds. So if you are hoping to change your diet and you say, like, but I don't like the taste of, so I used to eat a lot of sugar. I was definitely a sugar addict. I still am. If I eat sugar, it's not good for me, and I crave more of it. But I noticed that even fruits that used to taste really like not very sweet to me, now will taste like a banana is so sweet to me. It's a high glycemic fruit. Strawberries and berries, to me, even taste very sweet, even though they're low glycemic. A grapefruit tastes sweet to me. It's not sour. That is the ability of what our brain and our systems can adapt to based on what we're eating. So if we're eating a lot of processed food that has a lot of sugar added, you can look at the labels and see, our brains get used to that and our taste buds get used to that. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. I would love to hear in the comments what it is that you might have thought was your fault. Like I had a client who, she thought it was all her with not being able to change her food. She thought, oh, there's something wrong with me. And that's why I wanted to come talk to you, is there's actually nothing wrong with you. I would love to hear a place in your life where maybe you're seeing that you can recognize that it's actually not you. Or if you're having trouble seeing that, or if it's too vulnerable, please feel free to PM me. I would love to hear what you're kind of looking at. Or maybe there's something where you could see that, yeah, this is something that is a place where I can accept who I am and still move forward. So let me know how it goes. And if you're interested in more, I'll put the links that I have for a free mini session with me. There's a 30-minute free mini session that I offer. For people who are just interested in talking about the 5 wisdom bodies and how it relates to their health. Or I have a new class that's coming up starting next week. It starts next Wednesday, the whole body upgrade. And I'll put that in the links as well. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon.